Some of the challenges I've had accessing materials and learning at Griffith is some of the PDFs, the reader will not work with them that I use. I have found that in the past it does happen quite frequently. That can be a struggle as with my eyesight I struggle to read large numbers of pages, but with the reader it can make it so much easier. One of the more recent problems I've had in lectures and tutorials is they're using a program called Kahoots, which is basically an online quiz, and the questions pop up on the screen, which I can't read. I've sort of overcome that through talking to my tutors and lecturers and going through separately with them afterwards. So I have come up with a solution, but it can be impractical at times to have to go after tutorial, after lecture, and make a separate time to see them to go through the material.
There's also when they want to do quizzes. Usually if it's online quiz, then it's a lot easier for me to do. But when it's a hard copy quiz that you got to fill out, then I have quite a lot of difficulty. I guess also the font size again would be another issue with it being hard copy. What I think that academic staff could do differently or better is instead of having the hard copy quizzes where you got to fill out mark sense cards, is being able to do them online, even if it has to have a timer, because I find it a lot easier to access and use it from the computer than to do it on paper.
I guess with spinal cord injury specifically, is the level of injury I have is quite high. So it's at the neck. And what that means is you don't have any control of your trunk. So if you have a desk with a computer and it's low, that makes it quite hard because you don't have any trunk control, you tend to flop over. So to type and to access computers, having a high table is really important. And that was a challenge, but the library and the med school have both installed height adjustable tables, which makes it much easier because you need a computer for everything, and you spend quite a lot of time on it. So making that easy has been a big deal.
I think one of the biggest problems is when a tutor is not quite equipped or not prepared for a student such as myself to be in their classroom. For example, I've had on a number of occasions the tutor come into the classroom ready to start the lesson, and it's a quick handout which hasn't been put on Learning at Griffith, hasn't been emailed to me. So that is unfortunate. Thankfully though, that can be resolved by a bit of self-advocating, possibly saying, look, can I have the original document in a digital format? Can I complete this later? Is there any way that I can do this verbally? Is there any other way that is acceptable to you that I can complete the task? Yeah.